Okay, so news. I don't know what's up, and I'm gonna have to figure out some other day. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't really get it. It's just OBS's side, so I'm gonna have to go look to see if there's any updates I'm missing, or maybe think about reinstalling OBS or something. I don't know. I'm not too sure what's causing it, but it seems to be only an OBS issue. I do use my camera outside of OBS, sometimes in Discord calls, and especially for school. So I'm not too sure what's up for it, but I've never had issues in any of the school calls or anything like that. Hold on a minute. Anyway, let's get this 3DS connector. I was just messaging somebody. One of my co-teammates is, checking out Godot. I still think that my chat thing is bugged. Hold on, let me open up my YouTube on the side. Sorry. You're gonna love how YouTube just fucking doesn't like the chat bar, like, half the time. I don't know what it is. It's some, like, YouTube shit. Hold on, let me check these. Where's my YouTube arenas? Listen. Sorry, I just got your messages, Amy. Animating gone wrong, no cam scares me. Always does it to me. I always have to wait like 2 minutes before I can type 100%. Yeah, I get that sometimes as well. I'm not too sure what caused it. I'm just going to shove this in front of my OBS because I don't really see myself needing to use OBS for my other stuff. So I'm just going to turn down my music. I'll let me know if the music's too loud or too quiet. Otherwise, we're going to be opening it up. How you doing, Amy Chief? How's your stuff going? I gotta be honest, I may like be muting occasionally and stuff like that, just because I have a relatively bad cold at the moment. It's not like the worst, but I've also had like less bad colds, so I don't know. Like it's bad enough to the point where I do get a runny nose and need to blow it occasionally, but it's fine outside of that, really. It was worse a couple of days earlier. Like, I had a super sore throat. Awesome. So, meow, and literally waiting on one thing on teammates to finish so you can submit everything. Oh, no way. Like, your animation's like completely done? Or is this like you've finished like a section and you're gonna upload that section? My shit's on that side, sorry. Alright, let me open up my dashboard for it works and I can see section. Okay, all good. We are planning on implementing some stuff like that for ours. I can actually, you know what? I'm gonna distract myself and let you know how we're kind of doing. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's not even detecting my camera in OBS. Yeah, it's like on, and I can't like turn off the light or anything like that. Usually when it's on, I can turn off the light by swinging the ring thing. Oopsies, I just pressed the wrong fucking button. So I don't know what's causing this. This is something that I actually have to look into. I think the fix is go into Discord. It's not even picked up. Oh, Oh, I'm just fucking unplugging it. Fuck it. If you're gonna be like this to me. I'll fucking just play around. Maybe it's my USB port or something. I don't know. Maybe at some point I have to get a new camera or something. I don't fucking know. I don't really want to get a new one. I don't got the money I'm willing to spend. How much? I don't even know how much money I even have. I should probably check. I got paid for a little bit of work, but at the same time, I know it's not a crazy amount because I haven't been out of work that much. Okay, not bad. It's enough for me to not shit my pants and run out in like a month, but it's not great either. I don't know if I'm going to be working at all this holiday. I was wondering if I was going to. We are going to be working on, we got some new ideas. So if anybody's watching me, like Ruben or something, that is interested in what we're going to be going over in today's mission. We're going to be doing we have like a full-on game design document. I don't know if you guys ever did this with your group game. This is something that is usually pretty useful. And so what the point of this is like, bear in mind, this isn't even set in stone. Like, we might not even, like, we might change this up. I would assume, let's be real, we're probably going to be sticking with this idea. But, like, none of this is set in stone. This is something that myself and my teammate Jacob have been coming up with for, like, improving one of the games. And we're going to be showing this off to the rest of the team. I'm just going to turn down the quality of my playback. Oh, fuck off, dude. Sometimes YouTube's not great. It's like, now my chat is, like, completely gone. I don't know. It's a little goofy sometimes. Oh no, I think OBS is just also having a hissy fit as well, because I'm getting some weird, like, glitching as well. I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out though. So yeah, I'll let you guys in on some interesting stuff that that you can maybe look forward to. So if, Amy, you're sending any message or anything, no, I may not be able to see it until it decides to pop up on the side. Okay, I just got it back. Okay. Alright, so what we're doing, this is a replacement for Maloricus. Might need to be PNG Turbox on Gully. Hold on, I might actually be able to do that. I have a picture of myself. I, like, have a picture of myself. Hold on, I'll, like, crop this out and this will be me. I actually don't have that many normal images of myself, sorry. Which is kind of ironic considering how many weird images I have of myself. Which is actually kind of frustrating, because sometimes I'm like, oh shit, okay, for like, work-related purposes or something, I need to get, I need to get like an actual picture of myself, and I'm like, oh, I don't have normal pictures of myself. So, it can be a little frustrating. Right, I gotta be honest, the only thing that I'm like kind of like missing with Affinity is like improved selections. I'm just doing it here. We got some like selection tools, but not the greatest from time to time. It's like holding Alt and then just dragging. There's no like smart select or anything like that. But that's partly because Affinity is they're against using AI, and all the smart select and shit uses AI, of course. How do I zoom in? Wrong button. So delete. I don't care about all this fucking extra shit. Let's just delete it. We want to be able to delete it. Okay, that'll do. Let me put an E. Oh no. You're not putting a game headset on. Dude, after seeing you put like a nutsack on me, that was enough. I'll send you the image. My hopes are waning. Alright, how do we... Image. Oh, man. For now, we can have me in the corner. Wait, how do we... Oh, here we go. Yoink. Okay, I'm sending this to somebody. Okay. I was sending that to one of my friends that does like VTuber, PNG tube and stuff. I thought she would find that kind of funny. Okay, onto this. Okay. Now, apologies, I don't shake and wiggle when I'm speaking. But we get as much as I can do with like 2 minutes of work. So for anybody who doesn't know what I'm referring to, here's my edge page here. The Mallory Curse, this is what it's going to be replacing. We've put quite a bit of thought into this, so for anybody interested in what I'm going to be referencing and stuff like that, go check out the game here. It's called The Mallory Curse, horror detective-based game. And yeah, we're going to be going over some of the stuff here and how we're going to be changing what we're at least we're like looking to propose for changing. So where do I want to go, I guess? Ultimately, yeah, just... It was a hyper-realism PG tuber. It was an expensive buy. So yeah, I can't say too attached to anything here, but I think we have a pretty... I think our main goal here, with at least Jacob and myself, was to at least have like a solid understanding of where we sort of want to be going and having like a pretty set out document explaining everything, as that means that like pretty much everybody can go back and reference this. So if you ever like lost on what needs to be done or like what we're trying to achieve or like, you know what I mean, like those main features and stuff like that, you always have this to reference back. You can always go and ask another teammate or like a team lead or something on what's going on and what needs to be done, and why you're doing things. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you at least have this to go back to, because we always had issues with like some design decisions that would be made that were a little wonky. It's like, wait, why are we doing this? Like, you know what I mean? the stuff that just didn't really have much thought behind it. At least now we have everything written out and has been thought around, and we'll have a little chat about it, and maybe tomorrow or something. To further, I guess, gauge where everybody's at, what people like and what people dislike, and if we need to change anything further. But yeah, so instead of being in a manor, we're doing it within a ship, and we're talking like a pretty big ship, right? And yeah, you need to repair the comm systems, and then effectively escape among there because there's a monster that's dangerous. I was mystery to my friend. The image and just like, oh, you got to do that for professional practices because we always got to have our webcams on for that. I'm just like, the teacher's gonna be like, Toby, are you okay? You haven't blinked for like 30 minutes. That'd be fucking. That'd be pretty funny. But yeah, so ultimately, that's like the game objective. This is like just as like a super basic, like you can read it. It's effectively a sentence, barely two, and you can kind of get the whole objective of what we're trying to be doing within the game. So it's just you click keys around the ship, not literal keys, but like key items, around the ship to repair the comm system, and there'll be a monster that attacks you. That's like effectively set in stone what we're probably going to be doing. Game lore wise, a fishing vessel was sent into the Bermuda Triangle in a secret search of locating the monster without the majority of the crew's notice. By that we mean like the higher ups inside of the ship's vessel. They are aware that we're trying to be locating this monster, but the people, the normal crew, aren't aware of that. It's like a secret, almost like those like CIA type of shit. They're like, we know what's going on, but we ain't telling you guys. Confidential information. But yeah, storm happens at the sea, knocks the main character unconscious, and is taken to the medical bay to recover. Unknown amount of time later, the crew during the storm managed to accidentally capture said monster while capturing fish. But before anybody could react, the monster escaped from the large net and escaped into the vent system. The comm system also went down during the storm. Slowly, one by one, the crew members started being killed, and the remainder of the crew started locking off areas in an attempt to trap the creature, but to no avail. After a majority of the crew have died, the player awakes and the game begins. So effectively what's going to be happening is there's going to be like one other player, or character I guess I should say. Otherwise everyone else is dead, and you're going to be walking around the ship trying to locate shit. So, with the key beats of just like what's going to be happening throughout the game. Player wakes up, ship's hospital wing, with a complete loss of memory of who they are and how they got there. The player looks around the room and finds a doctor's note describing what happened to them and where they are. The player then goes down the hallways to locate the ship's communications room and finds an injured crew member who explains the ship's comms are down and you need to find two items. A fuse on level 1, which is your current level, and a spare antenna, which is on level 2. The player will first explore level 1 to find the fuse. Might be locked behind a door, so the player needs to go back a couple rooms to find it. That's just like adding a bit of depth to the game. It's not just like go here, go here, go here, and then you're done, and it's like a 5-minute game. It adds a bit more to it. After getting the fuse, the player walks back into the comms room, slots the fuse back into the box, gaining power back to the comms system, but also the elevator. Player then uses the elevator to get go to level 2 and find the spare antenna, they'll need to progress back to level 1 to find a key item there to proceed with some areas upstairs. Once the player finds the antenna, they return to the comms and attach the antenna to the machine, but alas, it's still broken. Dun dun dun. And it turns out the mic is broken. Player must find a key card, which allows access to third floor. Once found, the player goes upstairs, grabs the microphone from the captain's office, they make their way back down, and oh no, the crewmate's body is gone, and a trail of blood leads to a nearby vent. Player uses microphone to contact for help. Player makes their way to the main deck, gets on the rescue helicopter, and yay, you've escaped. That's effectively the main premise. There's not too much to it. We're thinking of like maybe like a 20-minute game. It might be something relatively quick. It might be longer, it might be shorter, depends if you know what you're looking for and where they are. Ultimately, this is a more linear, one-off sort of game that has a bit of depth to it, as opposed to our other games, which are going to be definitely replayable and stuff like that. So the key gameplay systems we're planning on implementing is an enemy that can chase a player, go into like air ducts, hear the player in quotations because it's not literally going to be hearing the player noises, but it will use some magic, attack the player in free roam. Notes, there'll be notes littered around the levels with lore and information to understand more about the game, which is going to be like side things, you don't need to pick them up, but if you are interested in like more about the game, you can kind of pick up a bit more with them. Objectives, you have a task log that is provided to you by a random crewmate, maybe comms, meaning maybe they are in the comms place. Player needs to find them throughout the levels. Player has a notepad which lists the tasks that you have been given and the items the player has, e.g. fuse or key. Torch. The torch isn't necessary going everywhere, but specific places will require the torch. This just means that it's not going to be, at the moment, the current ones, like, you pretty much want to have your torch on all the time, the current game, but this way, it's not really, like, forcing the player constantly to think about it, but it's like, if you need a bit more light, you can see things a bit better, as well as, there are pros and cons to using the torch, ultimately. But yeah, it's going to make noise when you wind it up, and will lose charge while using it, so you have to be careful, because if you keep winding it up, then the enemy will come towards you and attack you. So you've got to be careful. Player noise, player will emit noise, running makes more noise, winding torch makes more noise, maybe interacting with objects also makes noise. It'll be pretty interesting, sorry. Elevator, the elevator will be used to access different levels. This will be used to save the game as well, going into different level saves. One level will be locked and require you to have a code to access later in the game. Dialogue, player won't say too much, but will make the odd comment with the world, e.g. see dead body and say shit. As you progress in the story, you communicate with the survivor who gives you tasks. Comms room. Comms room is a safe room, also where the player needs to find items for. In here, monster can't reach you. Save point inside the comms room to save the game as well. So there's a survivor in the comms room who will communicate, yada yada. There's just like each key system that we need to do within the 4 weeks. Now bear in mind that some of these we have already sort of come up with at least a rudimentary system for everything. Like we already have enemies, we already have like a note system, we already have sort of objectives. I can't remember if we have like a player noise working or not. And we've kind of done a bit of dialogue at the moment, so in regards to this, it just means that we've already done like part of it. It'll just be improving them. Then we got some art style stuff, which is pretty good there. Really, I updated this like last time I fucking opened this, which was like a couple days. It was like 2 days ago. Open recent. What? Hold on, let me open it. Oh, did I not save it? Potential chance I didn't save it. No, I did save it. Don't know why it didn't come up. So we got like some references of like the type of ship that we're looking at making. I don't think we're gonna be like literally making the ship at all, but it's just like to get a rough understanding of what type of ship we're looking at. We're probably not doing anywhere near as complex as the engine rooms, but we have like comms room, medicine room. These are like hallways. Floor 2 we'll have like a mess hall, some crew quarters. Floor 3 we'll have like command room. And captain's quarters. There's gonna be like more stuff I think than this. Like there'll probably be like multiple crew rooms and like mess hall will be pretty big and then stuff like that. There's not gonna be like a trillion places for the player to go, but there'll be enough, and we want to like fully body them out quite a bit. So should be pretty good. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at doing. May change as we play it out, but ultimately I think that should still be pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna get started with this animation. I want to get like a decent bit through. I want to get maybe like let me see. It's gonna message from Amy. Dude, that is okay, buddy. I do not have hairy arms, Amy. I think you're like accusing me of bad shit. Beast arms, Ungully. Hold on, how do I? That is just bullshit at this point, honestly. I think it's kind of just bullshit at this point, honestly. Literal growler, Amy. Could have done Wheel of Arms. No! I would probably delete 3ds Max. Like, this is like the bane of all software. I hate it. It's like sinful program. Like even like knowing that I've used it before is like a sin within itself. I hate this bone, honestly. I've like tried to do it sideways, didn't want to work. So, oh well. We only got a couple bones needed here. Should be fine. You're lucky I didn't do cat girl ears, honestly. Luckily you're not seeing me with my webcam on then. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's get started here. Ew, okay, that's just bullshit, you know it. So obviously the player's not gonna see this. Oh, let me grab everything. Oh. Freeze rotation, freeze transforms. No, it's not freeze transform. Alright, so what I'm gonna be doing, set me up like 5. What I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna like keyframe everything, I think. I'll go key everything. Go to like 10 also, like key everything. And go 1. And I would assume that everything's working. Okay, so what is working? Okay. My stuff, why is this one not working then? Hold on, let me select my turret and go into my editor here. I honestly, this program is actually poo. I'm gonna be honest. Vertical. So vertical has no control. Buddy. Okay, hold on. Horizontal, vertical. Okay. So, interesting. Alright, let me quickly weight paint this. Get envelopes. I'm just gonna grab. What button is it? Is it control? You have to control click. Like, seriously? Okay. Select, set like the weight to like 1. Don't question that everything moved. Oh, buddy. What are we doing here? Hold on. I mean, I could get away with it, but like, ideally, it's just fine. Why is this offset? Because that's obviously going to cause issues now. What the fuck is happening? Sorry, we are running into slight malfunctions here. Hold on. Let me figure out how I actually get this to work. I think I'm gonna have to re-weight paint. Yeah, frustrating, I agree. Let me go remove and remove. And we're gonna question light. Okay, hold on. Trade these out. Whatever, sure. And I mean, I don't understand why this is reacting like this. We have it set to grid points and grid lines. And it's obviously not fucking central, is it? Dipshit. What? Okay, buddy. Like, do you really think you're funny here, huh? Do you really think you're funny here? Big man? You think you're a comical genius here. But you're wrong. Dude, why is this such a fucking joke? Like, you would think I have it set to snapping. It bitch does not snap. Vertex edge. Like, I don't know. In theory, it should just be able to snap to fucking anything, right? Standard. Honestly, worst program I've ever fucking used. And anybody tells me that 3ds Max is a good program, you're a liar, and yet it's all just cope, honestly. You're coping, it's kind of embarrassing, you're not fooling anybody. Like, seriously, buddy? Kind of funny. Maybe I gotta unfreeze it. Okay, buddy. That's comical. Let me go like this, and then see if I can... Comical. Ah, ah, ah. Funny. Okay. For anybody who didn't get it, I was fucking... I'm not actually laughing, this shit's not funny. It's embarrassing. Why do we gotta be such a pain? Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Like, honestly, I don't get it. Let me add vertical and see if we're like still offset there. Very funny, very funny. Let me like select. I mean, the noises that you're hearing is me trying to cope. Okay. I'm gonna keep it real. This program is frustrating and I hate it, and I don't understand why it's so bad. Vertical, let's put it on there. Like that. Coping, trying to... Okay, we might be cooking here. program might be wanting to work. I don't know why it was being bitch before, but just undo that so we can see. What are you? What have this like fucking plus? Oh, it's the snapping. Wow, buddy. I gotta be honest. We are gonna be using Maya in the later. I don't know. We learned Maya last year. I've been learning Maya for like fucking ever at this point. Not really, but multiple years. We're using Maya at the end of this. At the end of the day, I just cannot see why we have to use fucking Maya. Why we have to use 3S Max. Like, honestly, it's not great. And I mean, there's a couple of people in the class that are like hardcore coping. They're just like, honestly, 3S Max isn't that bad. One, cope. Secondly, it's because they haven't really learned Maya. It's like, wow, this is so much easier than it is in fucking Maya. And then it'll be like some hella convoluted thing that I'm just like, dude, do you even know how to do it in Maya? There's like 3 things that are like not that bad. And then and they run into an issue that you would think makes sense and is possible. And then it turns out that it's not possible. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, you want to, you know, duplicate and mirror something so that it's like on the other side. In Cat, sure, you can do it, right? But not with like normal bones that I've been able to find. You just have to manually fucking do it. Which is just stupid. Everything's just like a pain. You know what, dude? I'm like mad. I'm coping. It's just terrible. Honestly, I'm a hater. I'm a hater. I can't deny it. Yeah, +1. I mean, yeah, there's ultimately, at the end of the day, a couple things that are fine, but not really. Bro, what the fuck? Why did we move down? Oh, I probably shouldn't be auto-keying. That could have, like, really fucked me over here. Oh, well. Shit. Okay. Can we, like, work? I'm just gonna move that down and move this shit upwards, honestly. I don't know. It's a bit of fucking... It'll have to do. Alright, let me... Key... And fucking delete this key, because apparently everything wants to be bitch. Little bitch. Key that. I think, in theory, everything should be working now. Like, this should... I mean, it should only... You know what? I'm just not going to rotate this bar. I feel like it's going to be too much of a pain to figure out where to put the bone and shit. Like, in Maya, I could probably get it going. It's just trying to get these bones in the right spot to fucking work is, like, gonna take long enough. Let me just fucking deal with it like this. I don't know, dude. I don't even know if I'm coping anymore. I just don't even think I'm coping. I just think I'm, like, struggling here. I'm in pain. I'm in suffrage. I honestly have never used the worst program. Dude, that's bad. Why is that so bad? Amy, why is this bad? I need, like... Hold on, let me save this and see if I can fucking figure this shit out. Okay. Good news, it is animatable. Bad news, it's not really great. Let me see if I can... Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know, buddy. I don't think this is looking too good. It's just, not gonna work right. Need a poly. And then, like, grab, like... Buddy. If we do like that, maybe it's gonna work fine. And then, like, right click, convert to, like, editable poly. What did I do? Oh, big dog, we are not cooking right now. Convert to editable poly. Grab the vertex. I'll X that so I can actually see. Move it like central, at least close enough. Then right click, convert to editable poly to remove it. It should work. Do you gotta convert to editable mesh? Oh, you can't even fucking remove it, buddy boy. I'm like frustrated with you. Pivot point's also still fucked. Okay. Reset pivot? No, effect pivot only. Bitch! What part of effect pivot only do you not understand? Center object? Hold on. Let me redo this again. Because this is funny. Comical. Alright, all good, Amy. You'd probably shit in your pants going, what the fuck is going on here? This hurts me so much inside, you don't actually understand. Vertical. Why are we gotta be like a cunt? Me, it's not me. This program sucks. Dude, in order to edit a pivot, you have to do this. Why are we moving shit? Hold on. Alright, here we go. Like, what part of effect pivot only do you not understand? Edit working pivot. Okay. Motherfucker, dude. Oh. Oh. Dude, I'm honestly just coping right now. This is so bad. This is like astronomic shitter. Why? How do you edit a pivot of a bone then? 3ds Max. I like how we've never gone over this apparently. 3ds Max. How to, like, it was always just effect pivot only. How to move pivot of a bone. Turn on hierarchy. Adjust pivot rollout. Effect pivot only. Motherfucker, dude. Is this not what I've done? Select an object. Jesus. Like, look, you gotta go fucking, like, a trillion options. Otherwise, it's just D and V in fucking Maya. Why is this gotta be different? Where even is the hierarchy? This is such a cunt, dude. I would have a better job just fucking making a new bone, honestly. Honestly, Galilee. Like, this shit is astronomically fucking embarrassing. Honestly, never seen a fucking program do it worse. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking... I feel like I'm just gonna be complaining this entire time. This shit is just pain, though. Like, bitch. I would not have any complaints if this motherfucker... Oh, fuck off, cunt. If this program was free, like, dude, I could, like, accept it. It's not free. And that's, like... I don't understand. I don't understand how you can ask people to pay for this shit, and it's, like, horrible. Horrid. Okay, let's go again. Scan, add bones, bone, whatever. Yep, envelopes. Come on. Edit envelopes. Add this. What are we doing, buddy? Why are we in orthographic? Set to be 1, 1, 1, whatever. Okay, that should be enough for testing. Set the number 1 PNG too. I would like to say so. I would say I would be the number 1 hater of 3ds Max. Rumi, I've like rigged up this one bone on stream now like 4 times, and it is being a unhappy individual. How you doing though? Okay, we're cooking. It's sort of like, listen, there's some like slight jigglement, and I know the teachers are going to comment on it because they like being like that. I don't care though. I've had too much pain and suffrage. I was trying to move the pivot, and usually to move the pivot you just do this, and it doesn't do it. Or maybe it wants to do it for this. It was not doing it for that bone, and I was dying, to put it simply. The game that you're doing, working on yesterday looked really good. I'm sure you'll get a pretty good grade for that one. Indeed. That is a real F in chat. Ignore it being called Bone 1. What was it called? Turret. Hori for horizontal. Expecting a C. If you get a C for that, I would on-golly be pretty surprised. It was looking a bit better than mine. And when I say a bit better, I mean like relatively a good amount better. Okay, buddy. You're being comical right now. Alright. It's not horizontal. So many bugs I ignored because I was, well, I'm too lazy to do this. Honestly, I don't know. I don't even know if I have mine anymore. It was significantly worse. I was trying to work on a system where you could do like first and third person, and like you just press a button and it switches between the 2 versions. A little overkill, don't get me wrong. I did get it working. It introduced like bugs that you could not even like comprehend. It was so stupid. At the end of the day, it was like fine, but it just ran into some bugs. It was like, I ran into this bug where it's like, if you finished the game and went back to a level, the character controls significantly differently than if you played it the first time. So you run through that level the first time, it's fine. You reload that level, completely broken. It's like, what the fuck? How does this even happen? Teacher didn't know what it was. We just had to deal with it. I don't know, dude. I don't know. This topology is terrible. I just realized. I don't know. I didn't really read topology. Whoa, okay, hold on a minute. I've just copped a glimpse of something I didn't want to see. What is going on? What the? Okay, hold on a minute. What's going on here? Coding's not for you. I'm an artist with 100%. That's fair game. That's fair game. What? Ruben and I had to do. We did game development. Ages ago. Back at high school. And I had to be like the main coder for 1 year. And honestly, it's pretty bad. I do feel for the coders, honestly. Horizontal. This is gonna come out terribly. I think. Okay, hold on. We're not chat. We're not cooking. We're not cooking chat. Okay. Riddle me this. Turret Fire is the child, but it's parenting. Seems like you guys did a lot of the coding for our rapid though. Actually, we didn't do too bad. We didn't do too much. I think a little bit of stuff. It was mostly just like side glimpse at trying to improve shit because it just wasn't working, and we just kind of needed more people assisting because the I mean, I don't know. We were kind of like struggling, and then shit just didn't work, and we ended up taking like a big 180 turn because we were just like, yeah, nah, this shit ain't happening. This shit ain't happening. Please, dude. I feel like I'm going insano mode right now. Vertical turret fire. I don't. Okay, hold on. We are not doing. Okay, look at this. This only controls this. Turret horizontal only controls that. Turret vertical controls all this. Alright, so we need to... I haven't finished rigging this, it seems. But at the same time, I can't get... Have you ever seen Neon Genesis Evangelion? Or me? Also, side note, nah, it was pretty good. I just finished that yesterday. I mean, also the ending. I don't know if you've seen Akira. It's very much. I've started to watch some of these like much older anime, and I gotta be honest. From everything that I've seen, they all got hella convoluted endings that like you gotta do some. I don't know, Sherlock Holmes type of shit to figure out. Maybe very open-ended. Maybe tomorrow we do a group meetup and talk about the new games. I'd be intrigued. I'll go quickly over that if you're intrigued on what we're sort of meaning for that. Jacob and I... So, we've been talking to some of the teachers and other people in like the class ahead of us to sort of get like an idea of what we should be looking for the next term's games. We were thinking about potentially doing... We completely scrapped this and I'll go over it. If you remember with the Mallory Curse game, and how we only were allowed 3 colours. On one side, it gave us... It allowed us to come up with some pretty cool results. On the other side, it was also kind of a limitation. And so we're like, oh, you know, we could almost put it under, see if we can do like under a different prompt. Ended up we can't swap prompts for the prototypes, which kind of sucks, because that would have been, I think, a bit better in how we were going to go. But we're thinking about going over this. I'll quickly go over it with you. But potentially doing like a very similar. You're like in a fishing ship. And ultimately, at the end of the day, there's a comms room. You need to find these bits of the comms room. So you need like power. You need to get antenna and a microphone. And we've got like key beats that we've written down for you know, what the player needs to be doing for like each section. We've got like gameplay elements explaining like what each thing does. We've got art style. We don't have it. This isn't like the actual art style, but there's like what each room's going to be looking like, sort of. Idea wise, we got lore. objective. We're just trying to find a bit of stuff because at the end of the day, the key bit of feedback that we've gotten from other people, in the higher classes anyway, was make sure you're prepared for this upcoming thing because it's just going to be there's so much to do, and the more aware you are of what you need to be doing and being able to get started as soon as possible, the better. Mother chicken. Dude, I'm like... Oh no, dude. I'm gonna go insane mode. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Listen. Listen. This is fine. I cannot understand... Wait. So that works fine. That works fine. Hold on. That works as fine. Then why does this do this? Is this for a new level? This is for... So what we're thinking about doing... We're going to have a chat all about this because at the end of the day, this is a team game. And just because what we think might be a cool idea, the team might disagree with. So we're not going to obviously force these decisions. And we're going to have like a whole conversation about this. But this would be like a completely new level and a completely new game approach. Just as I think it will... at the end of the day, we were just looking at the feedback and what people liked and disliked about it. And I think Jacob will go more into that because he's like fully written down all the feedback that we've gotten and what we should take away. But yeah, it's looking at that and kind of just seeing if we can go and make a completely new level and some new systems, improve some systems, go back down on some systems, and refine it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on what to do as long as it's doable in the time frame. I think ideally, because we have all these game design documents, because everything's laid out, it's just about hitting those key points. And if we can hit those key points, there's no way that we're going to be running out of time. As it's all very, what's the word, iterative. So just be like, as long as we have like the enemy AI, which we've already have coded and working, and we have access to being able to pick up items, which we already have working, and I guess placing items will be something that we'll need to do. A couple other things. The game should still, it'll just be about botting it out and getting it there, like all blocked up, but everything that we've done already should just be able to be purposed into this and be fine. So I think at the end of the first week, we're kind of hoping to have like a base first level done. Blocked, not refined, bear in mind. The big difference. Because otherwise, I'm expecting way too much. At the end of the day, we're like, it's only 4 weeks, there's not much time to do it, so we'll get as much as we can within this time. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to go insano mode for a second. I cannot for the life of me figure out why this has been so weird. And then, for the second game, Jake and I are thinking the best approach would be the first game. But we're going to have a chat about that. Because we're open to doing the last game. But we'd need to completely re-approach the last game if we're going to continue. Because we're having a chat with Chris and Ruben, I think, one of the times. We have to pick 2, correct? Yeah, 2. So it'll be 4 weeks for one, 4 weeks for the other. And we'll probably do the Mallory Curse remake last. So we have like as much knowledge of what's good and bad, and that's going to be like the one that we'll heavily cook on. And then the first game, we'll either do the first game or probably the 4th game. I think it was like the general opinion that everyone had. We're thinking the first game would be the best to continue, and maybe not the last game. The last game was a good game, but there's not much that we can do for the remaining 4 weeks. I mean, what we got? We could add more levels, but you'd add more levels regardless. Yeah. Like, we could do... at the end of the day, we figured what needs to be improved of the last game to make it like within this 4 weeks. We could completely make, yeah, exactly, definitely gameplay wise. There's a lot that we can do, and we're thinking about like not really changing it, but instead of picking up the orbs being like the main focus, it'll be like get to the objective, and then there'll be orbs that you can pick up that give you boosts, and you're allowed like 3 boosts at one time, and you have to like strategically use those boosts around the level, and we'll have like secret like pathways that you can take to speed up. I think we can kind of cook it. We've got like a pretty solid idea for it, but we just have to make sure that everybody else is on the likes the idea and is down to work on it. Because at the end of the day, it'd suck if you're like forced into carrying into one of these games and absolutely hate it and go, yeah, I just wish I wasn't doing this. But yeah, the last one, it's just we had a couple people interested on that, and it was just about how can we improve it. We could add more weapons, but then if we add like 10 more weapons, one, how are you going to like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like just because you have more weapons, it doesn't really add more depth to the game. And if you add too much depth, then it might be like too hard to kind of keep track of. As well as it would, at the end of the day, I think if we were to improve it, we just have to think of better systems of destruction, because at the moment the destruction is still kind of hit or miss. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go insane mode. That at the end of the day, that was the goal as well. At the end of the day, that was the goal. It was something that gave us like it was something that we can do, and it's like we can focus more on other assessments and kind of have a chill one. Yeah, 2D art especially, and I feel like you are an amazing 2D artist, but Ruben, myself, and Jacob would struggle. So at least we're thinking. There's still more 2D art that we're probably going to be needing, especially for the Prototype 3 remake. And Prototype 2, we still have all your cool like communications that you gave us, like talking with another character and stuff, and that we still want to implement. But and that would be a great time that we can do. Okay, dude, I'm like currently frustrated. Why are we not working? But yeah, I think that was the general consensus. Hold on. What's up with my music? Am I... Hold on. Randomly paused. That's weird. But yeah, that was the general consensus that we had. So yeah, hopefully we got like an hour tomorrow, I think we're looking at doing, unless something changes. 5 votes on Thursday. 4 votes today, but it's probably too late today and somebody's busy today, so I think tomorrow's going to be the best day. And we'll just spend like an hour chatting about it, seeing where everybody's at. It'll also mean that next week, if some of us want to get started on some assets and stuff for the next game, we can also get started. If we wanted to build up like a base rough level blocking, we could do that as well. And just do everything just to get some basic shit. It was kind of funny. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. So, Ruben, myself, and another person who used to go to MDS worked on a grapple game ages ago. And we're thinking about sort of moving it towards this. Maybe not using Unity, but at least taking inspiration on some mechanics here, because we think maybe some of the mechanics here were pretty cool. So we had this pretty cool, a more weighty feeling grapple system. Which worked pretty good, and we had like wall running as well. That works pretty cool. Except this was a 2021 game that we made, so it's you can't really use it anymore. Could probably sample some of the code and shit. I still have the files, but we're kind of looking at maybe seeing if we can implement a bit more of a weighty feeling. Something that may be interesting. I was talking with one of the teachers yesterday. So we're allowed a lot more freedom when it comes to the prompts. And one of the teachers pointed out, like, for example, for the 3 colors, you could have, like, 3 colors within just that level. So you could do, like, for example, green, blue, and red, for example, in level 1. And then you could do, like, I don't know, pink, purple, and brown in level 2, or something like that, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird. I don't think we'd do anything like that. I feel like that'd look incredibly odd and off-putting. But it's kind of interesting to see how we can kind of, what's it called? Completely change up how we're doing some stuff and get a bit more creative freedom with it, because I feel like the prompts were good as that kind of overcomplicates. Yeah, we wouldn't do anything like that, I don't think. Because we were originally looking to see if we could implement that into the, what's it called? Hotline. Use the hotline prompt for that game, so we can add more colors to it all. But unfortunately, we couldn't do that. Oh, dude, I'm still bewildered. I like that I can do this, but at the same time, I want to move it down. And I want to be able to move it back and forth. I think I know what the issue is now that I think about it. Bone tools, bone off. Oh, thank the heavens. Completely agree on the fact that it's overcomplicating, and that's ultimately the reason why we don't really want to. I don't think we want to overcomplicate anything too much. I think if we were to change anything about the prompts, it would be to lessen the complications, if that makes sense. So something like it would just make it easier for us to implement, and make the game flow a bit better. I don't think I feel like something like that could be cool. But definitely something that would be a little off-putting as well. Yeah, to clarify things, yeah. So I think, yeah, 100%. I feel like it would be really confusing as a player as well. You're going you're tripping the fuck out, you know, if we did that. So I think potentially for the first game, we'll probably see if we can introduce this one. I think the first game we want to keep it really simple and mechanically be a really simple game and not change it too much from the original idea. We want, we've been thinking about how to spend the 4 weeks, because obviously you need the coders. What can they be doing for 4 weeks, especially if we have a pretty solid game already? We're thinking about having targets, and you can shoot the targets, and then by shooting the target you gain a charge, like a boost, and you can use that, as well as the game being more achieve like a spot, an objective, and then the levels are going to be like maybe 30 seconds to a minute long, which will give Ruben a lot of opportunity to make some really abstract and unique levels. And then the last thing that we're thinking about doing there is a what's the word? Not a complete what's the word? Skill tree, but like a skill tree-esque thing where as you progress you unlock you can unlock things that could be like, I don't know, let's just say, I'm making it up and we have to have a chat about this, but it could be stuff like you could gain an extra charge, or gain a second jump, or gain, you know what I mean, like these sorts of things. And then it means that you can go back to later levels and improve your time. So it gives you reason to go back to later levels, as well as it means that the coders kind of consistently have more shit that they can do, because there's like, you know what to do. We've kind of like bodied out all the main things. Then it's just going to be like add more to the skill tree-esque thing. And I feel like what we're liking about continuing with this one is we have a really solid idea for it's going to be really simple, and it's only as complex as it needs to be, because at the end of the day, we'll be adding more. Like at the end of the day, it could just be like 10 levels that are like really well built out, or we could do 20 levels, or we could do 30, depending on how much time we have. We could have just like 5 upgrades that the player can have, or we could have 10, or we could have 20, depending on how much time we have. And we're not really restricted into going, oh shit, you know, we're not going to have the time to introduce that, because everything should be introducible within the week, considering where we're already at, which is pretty good. Should be able to animate this now. So I'm just going to quickly save this. Hold on. Also, Rumi, in case you run into the same issue that I did, where you can't move something for your hard surface because the translate is like moving all the bones behind it, go into Animation, Bone Tools, and turn Bone off. I've run into an issue before. It's an incredible pain. Feel free to message me if you run into the same issue and forget that, as I'm down to help you. Not gonna lie, I haven't started at all. Honestly, fear. I fully rigged it up yesterday. Didn't realize I still had issues though. And then I'm like, okay, today I'll see if I can get started on the animations. I want to have this hard surface thing animated by the end of the holidays, because we're not going to be going over that in class, as well as I want to have at least a bit more of a start on the UI and the professional practices, because I've got no fucking clue what we're doing there, really. I know what we're supposed to be doing. I ignore the animation classes because what they do is yap and argue. Honestly, like, half the animations you could probably do in, like, a really short amount of time as well. So honestly, I don't really blame you. Hold on, let me save that. There's a bit. So if you remember the Dota characters that we did for that one assessment, that we had like an hour to build everything. It's effectively, oh no, it was not. It was like 3 hours or something. To rig a character. We effectively are animating that, so we're going to have like a walk cycle, which is obviously just walking. I think an attack animation, so it's just obviously attacking. Fidget, which is just going to be like the character maybe like, I don't know, looking at their weapon, or like having a look around, or maybe doing some stretches or something. We're going to re-rig mine because it was janky. I think that was an approach that a lot of people had, that everyone seemed to be like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, but my thing was kind of a little janky. Oopsies. I don't know if I even told you, but I basically installed 3D. Yeah, I did hear that, and I was like, oh no. Hopefully you do fine, which apparently you did pretty good, actually, so that's pretty good. I think my thing's a little bit large, but oh well. And we can go to probably 5. I'm gonna have like a... What I'm gonna do, it's like bring this down. Okay, buddy, what am I doing here? Seems to go pretty good. Hold on, I'll be back in 30 seconds. Good news. In terms of this animation assessment, I believe it's mostly just... What's the word? I don't know, I got some like weird pop-up on my learn. Good news is the animation is due at the end, so we've got the whole term to work on it, really. I like the rest of them. And the other good news is it's mostly going to be straightforward and easy. It's not like a complex assessment. I think the professional practices one is going to be a more complex assessment. Okay, so I leave it to the last week. You could potentially do that. I would double check that you are quick enough at animating. And if you think you're quick enough, then you effectively probably could. I do imagine that most people will be doing that. Sorry, let me see if I found it. So it's more, what's the word? I think it's more quantity over quality. Like, they're not expecting like 5 animations. There are quite a lot of animations that do. Hold on, I'm just taking a screenshot for you. But it's, you know, it's not like you're not expected to have like one hyper perfected animation. It's more just you know, we're gonna have to do an idle and fidget, attack animation, a walk animation, a run animation, a jump, a death animation. We have to do another walk animation in my, don't question it, I don't fucking understand myself. An idle animation, this is for the environment, which is what I'm currently doing. An idle, which is, I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to be doing. Like, it's hard surface, it's a robot. What the fuck is an idle animation for most, like, for like a turret? How do you do it? I don't know, we'll figure that one out. An activate, which is what I'm currently working on, which is just starting up, I guess. A deactivate, which is obviously the opposite. And then 2 fidgets. Which fidgets will be not too bad. I think a fidget's going to be similar to what an idle animation is going to be. I don't know. I think for my idle animation, I'm honestly just going to have it looking from side to side or something. Hold on. Mom's asking me a question, which I got to remember, about shares. The academic comeback from me is going to be insane. As honestly, you're going to be cooking behind as fuck. Honestly, well, it's just excellence for everything. On golly, I don't know what we're going to be doing for the professional practices. That one's a tricky one for me. As professional practices, we have to effectively mock up a business and try sell that business. Or you can do like a game and you're trying to sell that game to a company, game idea. But I don't really know how that is going to go. Yeah. So it is effectively just that. It's going to be, so you have to make a, hold on. Let me just quickly, sorry. A bit of a cold. Maybe forced to face her. I don't know if you will have to for those. It's online and you have to present in front of the class, but I'm not too sure. I'd assume you probably have to, which will be a little bit of a disappointment. You could wear like a mask, you know what I mean? I don't know. You could probably wear a face mask or something if you are a bit worried. And say that you're just like sick or something. I'm sure they won't fucking mind. Oh, okay. In all fairness, it probably doesn't. It'd be a little bit weird wearing. Sorry, I lost my fucking things. It would look a little weird because you're not really. You usually wear a mask so you're not spreading a disease. But then at the same time, if you're online at home, who the fuck are you gonna spread it to? Or you could use your VTuber as well. But at the same time, you could just say, oh, you know, I don't know, I'm fucking coughing a lot and I don't want to like accidentally cough on like some of my computer shit. I don't know. A little bit of like sneaky, but I don't know. I'm sure that you could probably do something like that. Okay, what the fuck happened here? I thought I had this looking upwards. What? Hold on, we're not cooking right now. I'm just gonna put it on. If he marks me down, then cool. Yeah, that's fair. Did you have your mic on for the camera on for the original? What did we do last time? Company thing. Mic on person use that excuse. Yeah, the interview. That'd be the other way of going at it. I don't think he would honestly mind at all if you did that. We are like having to go super low for this. Yeah, I came up for that, but just because he didn't know I was a VTuber, honestly. Fair, that's fair. It's like people in class, which is why I'm like, yeah, that'd be the only downside. I mean, yeah, and then it's also the two classes, isn't it? It's like, the older class, the class above us as well, isn't it? Hold on, let me see if I can. Which is the only real downside. I don't know how many actually people in the other class there are actually. Because there's obviously what is it? It's the 30. Sorry, let me just bring these all to 30 here. There's, I think it's the coders of year 3. But I've only seen like maybe like 5 people in the online class doing that. I don't know. You can maybe, I don't know. I feel like you get away with it. Shit. Honestly. Five. Let's just move this to 10. Ugh. Oh, I'm just trying to show that here. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be moving. And you can cry about it, honestly, yeah. We are currently not cooking. I'm trying to have these doors open, which is why I'm doing some weird shit. I think it should be fine. I'm more worried. I don't mind going up in front of the class, because I kind of had to do that back at high school way too many times. And I think it should be fine, but I personally am worried about the fucking... You have to, like, do 10 slides and present it and, like, sell your business, but I don't know how, like, in-depth you have to be. I was talking to Ruben and Jacob about it, because I was like, you know, are you having to calculate how many rough amount of people are going to be working, and then my licensing, and then all the other licensing, how much it costs for, like, Unreal fees and shit like that? Because honestly, it goes that shit, like, adds up. Oh, let me go to 1. But I don't know, I don't think you have to go that ham with it. I think I'm overthinking it, but like, the teacher did make it sound pitching the game idea. I thought we were just like pitching the game idea. It's a little no, so it's a bit more than that. I'm hoping he posted. I'm actually gonna check now as well. Pitching the game idea is one aspect of it. You also have to actually have like Google like slides written up of what you're trying to pitch, why, and like monetary things, and it seemed a bit confusing to me. That's what I'm worried about. So I feel like half the class is just going to be BSing most of the time. Oh, Ruben's here. Both are complicating it. Ruben says that, but if you get a shit grade, Ruben, then I don't know, man. Like, this is my game idea. Here's some other games that are similar and why mine is better. This is the impact and intended meaning. What do we have to do? Wait. Here we go. So we've got 5 minutes. We have to do a title slide. So your company name, your logo. Okay, buddy. Okay, Ruben. So now we have to calculate. I think he mentioned that. He mentioned that a couple weeks ago, but I don't think he went like in depth. So you have to do like a logo. So I guess make up a logo. A single sentence explaining what your company does. But I think if you're proposing to a company, you don't have to do these. You just have to find their logo and a sentence explaining. Oh, that could be interesting. I could do one on one of the books that I'm reading and do it to like 30 PR. He doesn't care if the idea is shit. You're being graded on if you can pitch or not. The problem, so you just have to find what issue or challenge does your business address. So you have to find, I guess, a gap in the market for it. Why it's worth solving the problem. So why is it going to generate money? Why is it going to be worth actually investing into? Not be motivated if the idea is shit. That is a big thing. Ruben doesn't understand. Fact. How does your product solve the problem? So I guess it'd just be like, I don't know. You'd say, I don't know. It's like a controller with bigger sticks for people that are, I don't know, missing their hands and can only use, I don't know, like arm nubs and shit. What makes your idea solution unique? And you sort of have to talk about more about the gap in the market size, potential customers there are, which could be easier or harder. You sort of have to look at the market and try to find, I guess, you know, if you're doing something for somebody that's like disabled, you'd have to find the percentage of the market that are disabled and probably use that. Get that? Don't think you have to put too much into it. Yeah, but at the same time, Ruben, if your pitch is also, even though it can be really easy to get like 50% potentially for your pitch, and it's also like if you have a shit thing that you're pitching, then you'd still get probably a shit mark, as well as like what you're trying to pitch is still, you have to quite develop that or else you're gonna get fucked over. So I think it is still wrong. If you like try selling to the class why humans should consume dog poo, for example, I think you're gonna run into a time where you're gonna struggle to reason why people should do that. Oh, I just pitched one of the game ideas you had from last year. Fair. That little game. Game a day? Wait, we did games a day, each day? What else? Solution, yada yada, market size. Did you guys not do that? I don't think we did we? And like you made a different game each day? That sounds cool. It's like a potentially more and less stressful. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Also, it's just like a game concept each day. That's pretty cool. And that at least lets you kind of improve in your speed of coming out with the concept. And even making it just writing a couple of sentences. Oh, that's pretty cool. Competition, who else is trying to solve it? Why is your solution better? How will your business grow over time? What are your future goals? Your team? Who are the key people in your company? Me, myself, and I. Why are you the right group to make this business succeed? Our marketing strategy. How you trick customer, sorry. What methods you'll use to promote your business. How will your business make money? What are your financial projections for the next 3 years? This one I'm gonna find is gonna be a bit tricky. I'd be intrigued to know how you did it, Ruben. I mean, you can, like, waffle something out of your ass, but you sort of have to have a reason behind it. So, because I could say, actually, 3 million. Then going on to the next financial prediction will probably be 6 million, because we'll be doing another expansion. It's like, how are you getting those numbers? I don't know, if you're getting the numbers and it actually makes sense, then yeah. But I feel like there's quite a bit to that one. An investment, how much money would you need from investors? I feel like I'm probably also going to do a game as well. I might do, hear me out, Star Wars, open world, and like multiplayer, and you got like 3 classes, right? So you can play like as a Sith, you play as like a Jedi. Just waiting for Ruben to catch up on the stream. Fuming right now over multiple endings. That's Ruben's idea. I do not want to do anything like that. I think the key thing that I'm gonna be thinking of is like the gap in the market and why it would be worth doing. I feel like on one side you could choose some like some popular fiction that already exists, for example, like Star Wars, but how you'd be able to do it better than what already exists, and the things like you could do, for example, Lord of the Rings, but then with issues like, for example, the Gollum game, you also have the downside of just because it's popular doesn't mean it's going to do well. As obviously they didn't do fucking well, did it? So there's definitely I don't know. I think there's definitely a bit to it, and I'll have to really heavily think about it. Hold on. What's going on? Nothing. Okay. I don't know. I do feel like I'm probably overthinking it, and I should just get started at some point, but at the same time, relatively complex. Okay, buddy. What are we doing here? Sorry. I could pitch my VTuber fighting game. I'm interested. Was this like a... Like, what's that game that you guys been playing? Guilty Gear, right? You'll see it with like VTubers. Would that be like everybody VTubers? Or is that like popular like VShojo, Hololive, and whatever the other one is? Although the other one I've heard is kind of controversial. What's the other big? There's a trio. There's Hololive, there's VShojo, and then there's a third one. It's Niji Sanji, right? Except that one's like hella controversial. I've heard the English. Was it? It was just the English Niji Sanji, or was it the Japanese? One of them was hella controversial because a lot of people were doing some funky shit. Doing a little thing on stream with my VTuber friends. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Turn them into characters just for fun and have them fight. That'd be pretty cool. Oh my god, Niji Sanji. Yeah. A meme of a company. I've heard. I did like watch like an hour-long video diving into that one, and that was something. That'd be pretty cool. Trust me, he said that an assignment is easier than the previous one or two. No, and that he knows how in the times he's been teaching this class has failed. Yeah, but teachers can say that, and maybe it is easy, but it's coming up with the ideas and having like good reason behind it. I feel like getting a pass is easy enough, but you know, it'd also be good to have like a solid idea that you're interested in presenting. Still gotta be like, you know what I mean, like believable, sellable. you'll be better at me at presenting if you're actually interested in it too. 100%. So, my number one advice is don't overthink it. I feel like I need more time on the thing here. I'm like 31, 35. But I don't think it's going to be too bad. There'll just be a bit to it. Don't want to hear anything about overthinking from Ruben. Exactly. Not Ruben. You gotta have a strong selling point there. Move that there. This here. Goes up. Oh, it's not looking down. What's going on? Fuck you mean? You have been called out, mister. Okay, that was kind of shit, I gotta be honest, what the fuck. Alright. Probably don't need to go too ham with it. Go like that. The one stressing over assignments when the 2 days or weeks away. That is accurate, honestly. Ribbon? Oh, I'll be back in 30 seconds. Oh, my shin. Expected. Oh, I'll be back in 30 seconds. I just gotta refill my drink bottle. Don't you there? Confidence! What is this? I told 3 people. You were one of them. Was that a secret? I thought it was obvious. It was very obvious. Okay, Ruben, you can't say that's a secret and then also simultaneously. Man, I don't want to be team leader again. That shit was way too stressful, dude. I was like freaking the fuck out. And honestly, it's just too much for me. Not calling Ruben out or anything. This'll do. I still gotta do curves and shit for all this, but I'll probably leave that for so much later. Where are we at? If I speak, I'm in trouble. You are Hermsing in trouble, buddy. Feel called out. I've got no idea what I want. I think for my professional practice, I think I'm either going to do a game or obviously a product, but I think if the product, it would probably be like a... Jacob. Okay. Jacob will maybe name dropping. I was talking to him yesterday, he like completely forgot, and he's like, oh shit. Okay, buddy. Just so you know, Roman, Jacob is currently watching right now, and now that you've said that, he's angry. He's not actually watching. I don't think so. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. What's the... Yeah, so I don't know. I'll either do like some accessibility gaming item, because I feel like that's something... I mean, if it's gaming related, I'm probably able to be positive about it. He knows I'm joking. I don't know, man. A little suspicious. Ruben, hear me out here. Lie detected. Factual. Hear me out here. My idea... I sell racking and shelving. Better than the competition. Message. Hey! Hold on a minute here. This is a moderation. Wait, all of them were deleted. What the fuck did you do? You delete all of Rumi's messages. Excuse me. Time out, buddy. You realize you've just made an enemy of Rumi. I just want to let this be known, Rumi. This was not me. This is 100% mod abuse. Not me. Can I say, deleted by RubesNZ. By RubesNZ, not me. So, forever be known, you know, screenshot this. You know, screenshot this. Mental note. Let's just say, you know, can't take it back. Can't take it back. Putting them on the wall, bad chance. You're in the shit now, Ruben. Gotta blow my nose quickly. Here's OBS gone. Nah. That is pretty bad, dude. That is like... That's honestly cyberbullying at this point. Oh, really? I don't know why I deleted them from me. I didn't even get a notification. No, okay. Remember, we have like the upper hand right now. Don't like run it down, you know. How could you do this, Ruben? This is just so mean. Right, 40. So true. That's pretty bad, Ruben, honestly. She'd do the same. She would not. Now you're just projecting right now, Ruben. 20-page Google Doc posting on Twitter. My ex-friendship with RubesNZ Gaming YT. He toned me out and deleted all my messages. What a bitch. Who would do that? Uncalled for. What's this called? Activate. Activate 1, 2, 35. I would never time anyone out for the meme. Yeah, that's taking a step for a bit too far there, Ruben. Let's be real here. No mods do it for me. Exactly, that's what... I mean, come on. Let's keep it real. Hey, hold on. Don't activate 01. I assume activate 01. Is it idle next day? Kinda cyberbullying there, mate. Maybe I should get started on it. 40. add tag idle 40. Can't believe I'm being cyberbullied by Rubes and Zed. Honestly, that's not cool, dude. Might have to get the cops into this one, Ruben. Honestly. Reporting to student services. I don't want to be in this class anymore. Ruben's cyberbullying me. Real uncool thing, honestly. I can't believe he did that to me. Rumi would never do that. Name one time that Rumi has ever done that. You couldn't name a single time. Yes, I believe in my life. For real, please believe it, please it. Okay, hold on a minute, buddy. Why Sony's not saved? I need to pull up the logs. Hey. Within a reason here, Ruben. What should be like, I don't know, Ruben called Rumi stinky and then got like into the shit or something. No excuse there, buddy. Maybe we want to go longer than 60. What's a good idle time? Like 80 almost? Like double? 40? 2 seconds? Idle? Boom. I know, but like, look one way. Oh shit. Enemy X. What are we thinking? This is probably gonna look shit. Beep, beep, beep. That's not bad. Why does this move? Look, it goes down. Bryn, don't you pull the menace face, buddy. Don't you pull the menace face. It's like a not good. Oh, is it the fucking... The shit's not straight. You smell like cheese. It's a feature. I'll show you features in this fucking shit program. Actual embarrassment. This program is like embarrassing to use. Okay, not bad, not bad. This one's fucking easy to do though. Gotta find that one, like, thing here. Grab everything. What did I say? Grab everything. What do you do, like, weighted tangents again? Splits. Fast, slow, stepped, linear. Break. Unify. Let's program. Sinful. So increase the time here. So like molds in a bit better. Then we want to like have it hold in its position. So we'll increase this time here, which will hold it. I get it sort of that like looking kind of thing. For this, gonna have it like hold. Oh, fuck you. Hey, buddy. You're not comical here. Have it like sit for a bit. Gonna have this spread out a bit. What's gonna do is it's gonna go look, hold, look, hold, look, hold, and then go back. Should look alright. What was this called? Idle. Save as turret idle. Pro animate. This is probably gonna look kind of ass because I haven't like looked at what it looks like. Oh, it's not too bad actually. It's still fucking like going up and down, you know? But I don't know if the teachers would notice that. Okay. It's just incredibly fast. I do need to like slow it down like substantially. Something like 120 or something. And then that goes there. It's gonna go like 100. It's gonna go like 80. I don't know, 60. Plus 20. No, 20, 20, 20 to 20. Okay, that's perfect. Quick math. Should look better. There's like a perfect looping animation as well. Not bad, not bad. I mean, it's not perfect, and I'll probably update it as well. I like how when you move your cursor in playback, it like freezes the fucking program. Like, yeah, guys, 3ds Max is, you know, superior to Maya, right, for animation? We all agree with this, right? Cope? Oh, well. Yep, try that with yourself as well. You'll get the same fucking result. It's so bad. I'll see if I can get, like, one more animation done. So we've got... I mean, deactivate's ultimately going to be the same fucking thing for me as my idle, so I probably won't bother about that. Let me just quickly see. What's the other... Oh, and we have to do the UI. I feel like the UI is pretty good. I feel like I'm getting, like, a pretty good start on my UI. Although I was looking for some things, I will have to open up Final Fantasy X to see if I can get some references from it. I've been getting heaps of references for mine, which is at least, like... We have to do that write-up, don't we? Don't we? Mirror. Oh, here we go, got my mirror here. That's due 2 weeks after break as well. So I've got, like, heaps of references. I was looking at RPGs, I was going, and then I got Moonlighter, then moving into some old JRPGs. So I got Chrono Trigger, which I've almost finished. I've got like one side mission for anybody who plays. I got, what's the one mission? Oh, the Black Omen, and then the final mission. Final Fantasy 7, and then I got 9, and I need to do 10. Issue with 10 is it's like takes forever to like open up. Hold on, let me see if I can find my stream again. Oh, I've lost my stream. Hold on, animation, here we go. So that should be due 2 weeks back. That's pretty cool. There's a behind the scenes tour at Dinosaur Polo Club. Albeit that's in Wellington. Which is great, and I'd be really down to do that if it wasn't fucking Wellington. Yeah, then the DIS is due on the Friday, yeah. So it's due pretty quickly. But I think it shouldn't be too bad, and if you followed a bit in class, you should get a decent result. I do need to flick the teachers a message, double checking something. But I think mine's coming together. I was trying to get a little bit more references for how I want my UI things to look. But otherwise, it's all coming together pretty well. And I just need to change up one thing. This is mine. Ignore my buttons being here. I'm going to change up the buttons because I mean, right now, I just have these. And it's like great for like visualizing and seeing what I'm pressing. But it's of course not at all. Like, it doesn't match it. So what I'm doing right now is just getting some like base buttons. So I have something. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like a load game. So I'm going to have like resume or something. And then like load, then options, and quit. And so instead of doing an options, I'm not actually including the options, I don't think, in my UI. Like as in another thing. But I'll do load. Because a key thing to Chrono Trigger, like before you do anything, is you have to load into a save unless you're just resuming from play. But the way that, I don't know, it works a little bit differently. It doesn't like auto save, and so it's resume works based on bookmarks, and you have to like bookmark where you are, and it's a little bit convoluted. So I feel like having a load would just make more fucking sense. That's my UI. So I want to do like a load screen, which I have over here. Because what the menus. I think of all these. Like you have resume, which is only that last thing, but new game, load. So I'll probably do some of these. I think Final Fantasy 7. It's like whenever you launch a game, it just goes into loading a save, and that's like something that all those older ones really had. This one was a little bit different. I think 9. I think 10. That's when that started getting good. What's... Oh no. There we go. I think it's fine. I think as long as I just want to get like everything like relative. I want to by the end of the holidays have everything done, at least for the UI. As in the buttons exist and you can go through all the UI, and then what I'll use for my remaining 2 weeks will be refining the buttons and like their designs and making it sort of fit a bit better. So then I can do that, which would be pretty cool. Oops, wrong thing. Which I plotted up all in Affinity Publisher. So I actually have like a... What is this? I have a UI plan. It's still not complete, and I'm still debating some design decisions, but I'm thinking about maybe doing like an opened up clock hand. I probably won't do this anymore. I got this, and then I'll do a load screen. So I have to come up with some ideas here on how I think I could improve it. I don't know. I think the UI isn't too bad. It's just you sort of have to have the idea of how to achieve it, and then I think it's fine. Professional practices, I think it's like once you have that idea that really hits with you, I feel like it's probably not too bad to do. It's just finding something that will definitely work and isn't going to fuck you over later. Oh my god. Sorry. No. We get that like super like cold breath and it's like, oh shit. Alright, let me edit this, and this goes to 120. Then we have to go 125. Oopsies. Where are we? I'll get one more thing done. Today's Wednesday, isn't it? So I got a bit of time. I think I can finish this by tomorrow. Then I want to sort of get started on my professional practices, and I think UI shouldn't take too long. I think UI you could honestly get done in a day if you're fucking following a tutorial or sort of know what you're doing there. So a lot of these, I think you don't really have to stress it. It's like, I think you can get like the base of it working within that time, but then obviously refinement and getting all the things looking like not shit takes a bit extra time. Where are we? Okay. Oh, and the investments and how much money you'll need from investors and what percentage of the company you're offering in return. Ugh, that one's gonna be a bit painful. I wonder what this, because obviously we can do games where you have to be presenting it to a game company, and so I think it'll be a bit interesting on how you'll have to essentially the company you're offering. I don't know how much you'd generally do for that if it's your idea. I feel like you'd probably be like 15%, I think. You take a 15% share in the idea if it's your idea and you're trying to present it to something. I mean, ideally you'd do like 70%. I think if you watch those, what's it called, the Shark Tank, which this is all based upon, generally you'd keep 17. You'd maybe give away like 30 at like the maximum, and like not really more than that. Alternatively, you'd probably like to give away 10% and maybe like, so it'd be like they own 10% of the company and they'll offer you like, you know, maybe 300k to invest. And that's what they gain and lose. But I don't know what you do that for like a company and presenting an idea to a company. I think 15% sort of makes sense. If you're making 50% royalties off of a game idea, and for a video game, that's quite a lot of money. Especially because you're not actually making the product, right? Unless you're presenting it as like a, for example, Molasses Flood to CDPR, which is like a offshoot, and you're planning on working on it and they fund it. I'm not too sure. I don't know what you did for that one, Ruben. Let me boot up my thing. I wish he sort of went into some examples of what other things were, because he went into examples, and it's really easy to find examples online of CVs and shit and cover letters, but finding examples of like a business proposition, I mean, I haven't looked, and maybe there's a couple things, but I don't imagine it would be there'd be too many things online about that. Yeah, one thing, it's 4 o'clock now. I want to see if I can finish something in Chrono Trigger tonight, so I don't want to work on this for too long. I might read my book as well. Let me see. Oh, let me see if we got our results back for the second game. Because we obviously got them back, and then it was, like, obviously wrong. Okay, they haven't updated the second game. What am I looking for? Animation. Marks. Let's see what we can find. Real time there. I hope I get a... I'm hoping for like a B for the weapon animation. I feel like if I get under a B, I'm going to be quite disappointed. It was like, I had some fundamental issues, but I don't think it was that bad. Okay, so idle, activate, which I've both done. I need to deactivate, which is effectively just my activate in reverse, so that's easy. And then it's just 2 fidgets. So if I get like 1 fidget done today as well, and then I get like a 2nd fidget done tomorrow, I think that's kind of piss easy. And then that's like all I'm going to be doing for the animation. I'm not doing any like character animating during the break. I just want to get my environment animation done and then focus the rest of the time on the other 2 assessments. And if I have spare time, maybe I'll do it, but I don't really want to. Oh my god. I have somebody in one of my Discords going on. It's like this whole chat about Intel versus AMD, and he's like an older guy, and he's constantly just like, Intel's so much better. Go Intel. It's you know, they last longer and they're better and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, buddy. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care. I personally prefer Ryzen, AMD Ryzen. I think don't get AMD, get a Ryzen if you want anything. They're generally better priced, pretty better valued. The best gaming chip is still the 7800X3D that exists. I think, but I have my chip, the 7950 is good. I think the Intel one's pretty good. I wouldn't get any Intel 13th and 14th. Like, he was recommending the 13th, 14th. I mean, but if anybody's seen Intel stock, you'll know that it's he's kind of wrong about how well Intel's doing. Like, let's keep it real here. Let's keep it real here, buddy. Let's keep it real. It's like the worst it's been in the past 5 years. They're having so many issues, and Intel's just doing horrible at the moment. Like, yeah. And ask me how I know. I've invested in Intel right now, and it's a pain. Because we're losing money, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I can't believe they fucked up so badly. In the past 6 months, it's dropped over 50%. Adversely to fucking AMD, which doesn't seem to be too bad. They had a drop, but they are not too bad, it seems. The year to date is still in the positive. That's interesting. I am intrigued though. Okay, this is a slight tangent, and I'm fucking distracting myself and I don't really care. I'm intrigued. AMD has gone on, I think, further to state that they're not going to be making high-end GPUs and they're going to be focusing on middle-end GPUs, like, for more affordability and better value. Which means unless you're like a game dev or something, you'd probably just get AMD at that point. That would be pretty interesting. Pretty worthwhile as well. I think if you're a casual gamer and you're going out to buy like a 4090 or like a 70, is it the 7800 X3D? No, what? An like a RX, the whole Radeon. What is it, the XTX, the 7800 XTX, or is it the 7900 XTX? I don't know, whichever one's the most expensive one. I just don't really see a purpose in buying. If you're a gamer, and that's all you do, buying like a top-end GPU, sorry, a little bit of a waste. I understand if there's like your 5-year computer, and you're getting like a computer once every 5 years, but like, really, at the end of the day, I think top-end parts, if all you're going to be doing is gaming, is a little bit of a waste. My face when I'm a casual gamer, but having to run VTube Studio and all the other different shit while playing games lags everything. It's so sad. Honestly, yeah. That's the thing. I mean, for us, right, we need pretty beefy PCs. Because obviously, you know, you're running like ZBrush, fucking 3ds Max, Maya, all these programs, and some of them like unoptimized, so you're making like a real beefy model. Shit just like makes your computer run like shit, so you do need like a pretty beefy computer. And then if you do like more shit, like if I start doing like visual effects, for example, you know what I mean, like it, you know, to run like visual effects, you know, you even need a beefier computer, right? So, like I don't know what that was fucking running. Let me see. Default smoke. That's running. I mean, that's not too bad. That's like almost 9 gigabytes of VRAM, so pretty beefy. And you want to run that like upscaled. Outside of the fact that I have like a bunch of other programs and I'm streaming it, you know, you're starting to pump in a lot more shit. So yeah, it can easily start running significantly worse. But it's cool though. But then again, at the same time, you could argue that, like, oh, you know, if you're a game developer, if you have a shit PC, then you know that at least you're able to run it on yours, and then everybody lower might have trouble, but then most people have above. But then at the same time, I think, what is it, Unreal? I don't know if you guys have fucking checked out Unreal's fucking streamer moment. If you checked out Unreal's minimum requirements, what was it again? It was like ridiculous. UE5 minimum requirements. There's like, let me see, there's a specific thing. I think it's like, you need like a 2080, like decent performance. Yeah, over on the side it says 8 gigabytes of VRAM. I don't know, it was like pretty ridiculous. I can't remember. It is. I have to see if I can find it some other day. But yeah, Unreal is like fucking unoptimized. I did a thing. You'd be interested to know about this probably, Ruben. Nanite is often going to give you actually worse performance than not using Nanite. Unironically. I went on like a whole as debate on this. Not like a debate because nobody was fucking debating me. It was like me versing myself. So I found this like fucking interesting video on it. I would recommend checking out. I gotta go. Oh, good. Thank you for popping by and chatting, Rumi. And you have a good one, and best of luck with your commission. Hope it goes well. But yeah, I'd recommend checking out that one. It's called Pixel Overdraw, I believe what it's called. And what it just means is when you have like a lot of pixels that it's like verts and shit that overlap each other. Bye bye. It actually causes worse performance because it still tries to render them. And so what happens with nanite is when you zoom out quite far and have nanite in the distance, it causes lots of overdraw because of that, the method that it uses. And so you actually get better performance just having even like a non-lodge object, just having a normal high poly object, even though you're getting that arguable better performance, it's just not great. That's mostly for distances. So I think if you have anything close up, it's arguably worthwhile. But if you're having it in the distance, you're wasting your time, really. Which is kind of interesting. Let me see if I saved this. I have. I found that kind of interesting to know. Kind of funny because I've seen so many people say, "Oh, you know, I don't even see the point in using LODs because you can just use nanite." Like, honestly, Unreal Engine, best engine, it just does LODs for you. You don't even have to do LODs. I mean, you don't even have to care about optimization. Nanite will optimize it for you. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, buddy. That's gonna come back and bite you in the ass one day. It seems to be the case. Nanite is poo-poo. Yeah. I think within reason it's good, and I think it's like great if you just need to do some like basic stuff. But I find it more useful for like um movie related stuff. Like movie related stuff, so helpful, you know. Because then you can use like super high poly stuff, and it just fucking does that for you. You don't even have to worry about performance. But for what we do, a little bit of a waste. So, I feel like a 160 is almost worth it. Fidget. I feel like if I like shoot and then it like I feel like fidget on turret's a little bit weird, but I don't know, we'll be fine. I have like these go back and then the turret like slowly rotating. I have like a I'm gonna go what's going on here? We went to 125. I don't know if you heard, Ruben. They're already talking about UE6. Them being fucking developers, of course. Oops. Okay, what the fuck? I can't quite remember. I'll have to give it a minute to think. What it was. What happened? Did I not save it? I believe what they're planning on doing for what the fuck? I think for Yui, dude, it was kind of embarrassing. Um, what was it? I believe UE5, they were looking at doing, UE6, sorry, focusing heavily on multiplayer and getting a really solid multiplayer system going. Please. Please, buddy. Oh, it's because I have the wrong fucking thing selected. Hey, my bad, G. My bad, G. 120. It's because it's hidden. Which, I don't know, dude. UE5 is still, like, hella broken. Actually, I have an idea. Better idea than this. Let me go like this. So see, we're going like 125. Yeah, I think what they were going to be working on is what they said. I'll have to find the the article about it, but I believe they were going on about what's it called? Fortnite, the whole Fortnite fucking, and how you can, like, the whole Roblox aspect of Fortnite. Jesus. What time? And so they want to heavily implement, like, the whole Roblox aspect. Not, like, obviously Roblox aspect, but, in how Roblox is, like, hosting multiple multiplayer games. They really want to, like, hone in on that. Where are we? 90. Awesome. Just gonna have like this firing. Five, so I can probably go like it goes back every oh god. Local. There we go. I feel like 2 and like 3. Is it going back? Okay. $35, awesome. Let me go like this. Delete that. Goes locks on Junka. What are we thinking? Okay, I'm kind of digging that. Like, it's not perfect. I need to do a bit more to make it feel a bit weightier. But I feel like it's not half bad. Like I might see if I can like get this like going up. Is it like actually going up though? I feel like it's not. Let me see. Along what axis? Whatever is no, it does. Okay, maybe that's a little too much, buddy. What's wrong with that? Sorry. Let me just decrease these. Turn. Then I'll do like shakes of it, like kind of rotating. I won't do that now. I think I just want to get like the base animations done. So if we save that. Turret. What's this called? Fed jet. Oh, oh, 125 to 200. Oopsies. Add tag. Add jet. Oh, 120 to 200. This is quite long though, so we'll need to beware. I'm pretty happy with that. That's like an activate, an idle, a fidget. It's got one more fidget and then deactivate, which would just be the opposite of the activate. It is 4:39. What was that? I think I will just. I'll quickly boot up Final Fantasy. I gotta get some footage, some images. So hold on a minute. I'll be right back in a second. Oh, big man. You're joking me. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm interested in playing this game. Every single time I launch it, the stupid sequence plays out. I don't have to watch it! Okay, you don't understand how ecstatic I am about that. Every single time I've had to watch that, like, all the way through, and I was crying. Okay. Let me extract my UI. I'm either tomorrow I'm gonna see if I can finish my animation, get my other 2 animations. I don't know if I'll like refine them. I don't know what's going on, buddy. My middle mouse thing, it like breaks everything. And then I'll see if I can either do my UI or start my professional practices. Both need to be done. Tidus. Play it for 6 minutes. See if I can. Oh, I was meant to get a picture of that. Please let me skip. Please let me skip. It's like a Reuben over there. Over there. That's what Reuben looks like. Big man Tidus was poppin', my G. I'm like completely gonna have to do a complete new save when I actually get around to playing this. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to finish Chrono Trigger, and then I want to get to finish Final Fantasy 7, then 9, then I want to do 10.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jet, gone, vanished into thin air.
Huh.
My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad
That's cool.
he'd be. Heck, we
Is
all were
voice acting.
Zanara says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up.
Look at this voice acting in
all night.
Final Fantasy
My dad and I never talked so much.
7 Remake.
Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later,
Make way, make way!
Make way. Toby the Beast is
Coming
here.
through, sorry.
It's me, Tidus.
Hey, I'm gonna be late.
Look at him.
Hey, let go of me.
Let go. Dude, homie's like jogging. I want to get on to actually. Well, buddy, they like me. I just want to get on to being able to do something. Like get my UI and shit. Homie's taking a bath. In all clothes as well? I don't know, buddy. That's a bit much for me. Like togs? Sure. But... Oh, yeah. We gangsta gaming time. You're missing out if you're not watching. Yeah! It's like EQs of side missions, be like. Can we like skip this though? Sorry. I'm sure it's entertaining. I'm gonna replay this back when I actually have time to. Oh, there's an accident. I guess I missed something major then. Holy shit, what the fuck? So this guy's evil.
Orin,
No,
what are
Orin?
you doing here?
I was waiting for
What are you talking about?
What's Orin up to, buddy? What the fuck? That's Amy right there.
It begins.
What?
What?
Don't cry.
Where'd that kid go?
What the?
What? Oh.
Hey, wait!
This is like better quality than Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Look,
I'm joking, and somebody's gonna get pissed off by me saying that. What the fuck?
we called it sin.
Cool, water.
Sin?
We got those red glasses. What the fuck is that? I definitely missed something when I get that cutscene, I gotta be honest. Oh, here we go. Okay, please, can we fight? Please. I need to get a screenshot.
Take it.
Thank you. Oron. That's a weird ass sword. Kinda cool though. Homie is weak.
From Jet.
My old man?
My old man. Thought I was like some pro fucking water ball player, dude. That's pretty cool.
Don't
This is interesting. Are we like capped at 30 FPS in this game though? Not that I care, at least at the moment. Are we able to like pause?
don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I want to use skills. Definitely at the start, like Chrono Trigger, I'm always like, now I'm like always using skills, but that's me with like heaps and heaps of like shit. I feel like it's gonna be a while before I get like access to everything. I remember Final Fantasy VII taking forever for me to be able to access everything. Got no skippable shit. We've got to verse this boss. I guess and then maybe we're fine. I just want to be able to like pause the game and shit, you know what I mean? Let's go like a top-down view. Oh god. It's like
Get out of my tent!
Some can't wait to die.
okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Yo, overdrive. Attack overdrive. Oh, I should have read that, fuck. Bushido. Is this it? What? Didn't give me options to do anything. I was pressing the buttons. Guess I don't have access to that overdrive. The overdrives in the Final Fantasy games are kind of cool though. Holy shit. Spiral cut. Great! Oh, that's the overdrive. I thought that was my HP and I'm like, fuck, dude, my HP is like dropping. Okay, no, we're fine. There's something that I would fix about the UI. Like, it's a little bit hard. It's just a number, but what's your max HP, you know what I mean? What's your... You know what I mean? Because then if you like got like max HP of like 10k, 200 is like nothing. It's a little hard to know everything it means. Just like good damage there. Hopefully, I can't survive that much longer. Dude, I'm doing as much damage as I can. It is doing less damage though, so I'm hoping this one. I'm using skills, which is like should be doing as much damage as I can be. Okay, big ups. Ooh. I assume we could do that without skills because they haven't really taught you skills, but. Please, can we pause? Oh, no buttons working.
What are you laughing at, old man? Alright, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh?
Like pregnant.
Give me a break, man.
Uh-oh. Might be a little bit in the poo. Hiya! Huzzah! I feel like we're not supposed to win this one. I don't know what flickering wings means, but I can't attack him. I do look a little tired. Oh man. Ooh, buddy.
This could be bad.
I do feel the same, buddy.
That. Knock it down.
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
Ooh. Uh-oh. We are slightly in the poo. I have faith. Oh. Oh. I'm guessing we're supposed to use Phoenix down? Like... I don't know what else to do otherwise. If I was not supposed to do that. Surely that's it. I mean, maybe it would have been fun if I didn't revive my boy, but sometimes you miss experience and shit. Go. But now that's dramatic. Like, Oren's gonna sacrifice himself. Whoa.
You are sure? This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
It's kind of interesting.
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
My old man?
Is his name like Jericho or something? Oh, I still can't. Like, how do you go to the menu if you're like in this situation? I assume it's like auto. How do you see where you're going though? Oh, I'm supposed to go this way, okay.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy.
Oh, buddy.
I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted
Please, can I
someone,
skip this?
anyone
Listen,
beside me.
I'm down to
So I
listen
didn't
to all
have to
this
feel
and
alone.
watch all this when I'm wanting to play the game. Right now, that I don't want to. It's just I'm trying to do this for other purposes.
Anybody there? Oren! Hey!
Hey! Dude, did I just see homie's legs being like a six-sided cylinder? Okay. No way. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. It's just interesting, because I gotta take these pictures here. So, like, a reference of, like, other games and how they achieve these, menus and whatnot. And then it might be something that I can take inspiration from, like, button-wise and, like, placements. Can I leave? I guess I still can't leave. Say that I was 24 minutes in. Oh, buddy. So this is not what I would generally want to do for like one of my games. It would be like, you know, how many minutes and you can't save. Like, to me, a little bit of a... I do know a lot of these older JRPG games did that, but... Like, Nier Automata. That was like a big gripe I had for Nier Automata. I don't know, like, white things I couldn't save or anything, so... There's bound to be something over here, right? Okay, there is. W, high potion. Isn't that healing? Uh-oh! What was that? Little fish. Man, I still think Chrono Trigger is an amazing game. I do. I've heard that this one gets pretty good, and it's a very long story. So I'd be intrigued to see how it progresses. A lot of people like Final Fantasy VII, but I'd be intrigued to know what that means. Like, is that they just think it's like really, really good for what it is, or it's nostalgia? Because a lot of people are nostalgic with a lot of things. It can be hard to take. It's like Minecraft. I really like Minecraft, but I hate the current Minecraft. Oh fuck! You gotta be shitting me. You're that fucking fish bitch. Oh god. Oh, that's kind of big actually, that fish. I feel like I get fucked over by this. Seeing your happy face over this old game is funny. Okay, buddy. I feel like I'm getting cyberbullied as well. What are you up to, Amy Chief? I'm dying. It went alright. I'm just trying to get the basis of everything. You're cooking. Oh, that reminds me. Maybe I'll make some like chocolate brownies these holidays. I really want some chocolate brownies. Whew. Triple chocolate. I just really like white chocolate brownies. They're like, honestly, some of my favorite shit. And my brother isn't here either. He's still in America. Well, maybe not America anymore. I think he's in Canada. Oh. So, and the reason why that is sufficiently important to note is because usually when there's food in a limited supply of something, I kind of did. My brother eats it all. You get to the next day and you're just like, what the fuck? I'm trying to get... Okay, so what I'm trying to do, Amy... I'm not wanting to really play this game. Like, I want to play it eventually, after the other Final Fantasy games. I'm trying to get images for one of my assessments. I try to get... We're doing UI assessment. So I'm trying to get some images for it. I just want to be able to save this game and leave. It's a little bit broken. So, that's my conundrum. And why I'm playing this game as well. Because I really want to finish Chrono Trigger. I'm so close to finishing it. I finished the painful thing. Anybody that plays Chrono Trigger that's watching, if you know the Lost Sanctum, you know exactly what the fuck I've been dealing with. It was like 5 hours. I spent like alone 3 hours last night playing it. And it's just like fetch quests. Let's go up the mountain, down the mountain, up the mountain, down the mountain. Dude, I was suffering. It was horrid. Okay, here we go. I think the information that this provides is relevant, hence why I take the... How do you leave, though? Hold on, let me search up how to exit. Wait, what? Oh, you're shitting me. Hold on. Okay. What? It's escape on keyboard, sorry, I won't be able to read anything. What button is that on controller? Oh god. No button on controller does that, that's interesting to note. At least I got programmable buttons on my thing, on my Steam Deck, but shit. So when I do play on that, I mean, I will be able to do stuff. That's interesting. Battle screen. Start. Pause. Cannot be performed under certain circumstances. What button do I not have then? Sorry, let me pop this open. Key bindings, then keyboard. Weird. Anyway, change parameters. Oh, there's cheats. Turbo, speed up the game. Oh, that's really cool. No way, there's an auto battler. Well, that is pretty cool, actually, that they've included all this. That's really making the title screen picture. That's pretty cool. I really like auto battlers, I gotta be honest. And now you may be like, dude, why do you not want to play the fucking game if you bought it? Dude, if something's like tedious, I do not want to do. Like, when I was doing that one mission, the Lost Sanctum, I was dying. And if I didn't have auto battlers, I honestly probably would have quit. It was honestly terrible. Sorry, let me see if I can.
Hello, friend.
Sorry. Yeah, look at this anime. Let's Sanctum. Walk through. Dude, I have a cold right now. It is pain. I'll be honest. It's not too bad at the moment, actually, though. So that's not too bad. Look, you go. It's in between these two periods. So you like stick here. You're in one period, then go to the next period. Go back to that. Great. On to the next one. This one's not too bad. You just have to go up the mountain. Then you have to go to a different period. Go up the mountain again. Go to one period. Go up the mountain. Go to the next period. Then go back to the first period. Then go back to the last period. Then go back to the period. then go back to the period, then the last one, then the first one, then the last one. And honestly, dude, it is just going up and down this one mountain. I was going insane, dude. And it's like the same monsters, it's the same everything. It was terrible. It was so bad. So, the key thing to note for this is this isn't, like, technically part of the game. It's, an additional side quest, of course. And it's added after the game release, like 15 years later. It was added for the Steam release, among some other things that was added. And so, it was so bad. Now, do I regret it? Partially. Like, that took me, like, at least 5 hours, which is, like, the longest quest, like, ever. I genuinely think that was, like, the most painful, like, game experience I've had, like, story-wise. Because it's just rinsing and repeating the same fucking thing. On the other side, it gave me some really broken items that is going to make fighting the boss a breeze. In a good way. Because the boss is hard. And I'll tell you now, I also think it was, like, the hardest enemy as well to beat. This guy, the Arcofangs. Now, these are really easy to kill, and I could probably beat it in, like, 2 to 3 moves. Don't get me wrong. The downside is one move after killing one person, you need to kill the... he will revive that guy. And so it's not even hard. It's just the fact that you beat it once, and then if you don't kill him quick enough, he's going to revive, and then you have to kill him again, and again, and again. And so I had to do that like 5 times over. Don't get me wrong, he gave me a really broken item, and I really did like it, and you get so much money. I got, like, honestly, genuinely, about 500k just from this, which is heaps. But was it worth it? I don't know, man. It took so long. So, a little painful. And next, I have the final side mission. Which I don't know if you have to do this. I think you almost have to do it. So this, you can do it 3 times over and get a bunch of items and get a bunch of experience. I think I'll only do this 1 time over. Now, a lot of people say this is great for getting experience because there's a lot of hard enemies and stuff like that. And maybe some items. I don't know. What is the point? And it's, like, in different time periods as well. Max out your experience in that order, yeah. The thing is that every character I have has everything. Has all their tech items. So the only thing that I can gain would be more experience. And at this point, with all my characters being, like, over level 50, it ain't worth it, like, repeating. I think level 50 is probably good. So I think I'm fine. Chrono Trigger recommended level 4. I mean, what's this? The Black Omen? Oopsies. And so they say that the battle is hard, and they say that your level should be in the 40s and 50s, should be fine. And then you can get, like, some upgrades and stuff. Which is fine. There's Gloom equipment, which I already have, I believe. So yeah, I think, and this game's really not too bad. So it says it's doable at low 40s. If you're not going for a specific strategy involving those guys, you should be fine the low 50s. And is this for the final mission? Yeah, so Lavos. So this is for the final mission. And because there's so many strong opponents and they drop you like a heap of experience and stuff. Or maybe not. I would have thought more. maybe that's not up to date. But a heap of really good items here. Like the prism dress and the prism helm. I really want the prism helm. I already have a prism dress, which is really broken. I think it does like attacks that deal magical damage only deals like 1/3 of what they would it originally do. So like of 100, you'd be taking like 33 damage, which is really good. And some opponents will deal like heaps of damage. So like for example, this 150 damage. I mean, you could breeze through it. Then the prism helms are also pretty good, so I also want them. Prism helm. But I don't know if I'd use it, honestly. I do believe it's quite good. It's magical defense, protect status. Okay, maybe this is good then. Protecting status is what is like the key thing for me, which just means that any status effects do nothing, which is really important for some of these bosses. But I already have something that protects me against status for like all characters, so I think honestly, like I could probably beat it as is, as I've got like everything in the game, including some really broken items. And so for anybody that's interested, I run a pretty interesting trio. I run this guy, Chrono, Trigger. I run Chrono, who's like the protagonist. I run... Magus is pretty good. Magus is like my backup. I run Ayla, and I run Frog. What's his name? Glenn. So Ayla, who's really good. She doesn't do magic or elemental damage, but she does a heap of base damage. And I have something that I got some special item in the Lost quest thing that was pretty good. Like extra, I think, crit chance or crit damage, as well as like if an enemy attacks me, I have a 50% chance of attacking back, which I already had on her, but this is better because it also includes an extra crit chance, which is broken. And she's really good. And then I have Frog, who's very, very strong. And I got the new champion badge, which is super broken. Champion badge. It's like you gain increased crit chance of 50%, so 50% of the time I crit, and it halves the MP, which is super good. And so Frog is like a super heavy hitter with his base weapon doing physical attacks. He's pretty good with his like water attacks, but he does healing. He's like the best healer in the game in my opinion. So he does Cure 2, which heals one person like a heap, and then also heals the whole team moderately, which is solid. So he's very, very good. I really like him for that. So that's my healer. Ayla's like backup. She's like, she doesn't deal any elemental. She's like pretty good. She does Kiss. Oopsies, not that. She does Charm, which steals items, which is super good, especially against this upcoming thing. As well as she can heal using the Kiss, which is very, very good. And she does just base heaps of damage as well. Then Chrono, he's just an all-round good guy. I have like a heap of good items on him. And he's Lumineer, which is like one of the best like attacks. It is expensive to use, but it deals like a heap of damage to all enemies. Overall, he's just really, really good. Anyway, I think I'm going to end stream. And I'll go do some jobs. I wasn't going to stream today, but then I had shit to do. So, school stuff. And I figured, why not stream it, I guess. Cook some dogs. So yeah, I think that's fine. I'll go have a chat with my team hopefully tomorrow. And yeah, You guys have a good one, and we'll catch you guys later. Catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye bye. Here's my leave button. I don't think I got in stream. Alright, see y'all.